carbon tax doesn't have to be yet another tax within our system. There's lots of options for governments to take the revenue and figure out how to either spend it or reduce tax. And I think that one of the ways to sell a carbon price is to say, this is a tax you can avoid. You can actually change your behavior to avoid. But if you're going to keep consuming things that produce greenhouse gas emissions, governments can choose to cut other taxes. It could cut, for example, personal income taxes. It could do things for lower income citizens as well to ensure that the impact for them is very small, as we do for sales taxes, as we do for the GST. You could do things to reduce the impact on business, either targeted or across the board. So there's actually lots of choices. I personally think that governments, for example, could think about putting a price on carbon and then announce exactly at the same time that they're going to reduce income taxes by 20% across the board. Do something very explicit. Some governments have also chosen to spend the money, and I think there is a case for spending a portion of the revenues on green tech, on things that might actually accelerate the reduction in emissions going forward. So it's really a matter of having enough imagination to think about the alternatives and put together a package that becomes attractive to taxpayers, as opposed to a punitive carbon tax, or just another tax being put on top of people.